Good morning and welcome to today's session of Moments with Clara. I hope that you're doing well today, feeling a bit stronger. I know we've been having some really hard sessions together, and today I thought we'd take a one-day break from that and just talk about something a little bit different, maybe something that will give you a bit of encouragement, something that you can do today to fill your emptiness a little bit. I was thinking of my own life and my own personal journey of grief, and I thought about the times when I felt most hopeless. And those times were times when I was not connected to anyone, when I felt the most isolated, the most alone, the most misunderstood, the most fearful, the most lonely, the most angry, all of those things combined. And it's a terrible, terrible ball of emotions that leads to a heightened grief. And then I got thinking, what was it that helped me through these really, really hard, isolated, lonely times? Well, I did something that maybe would help you. I haven't shared this with others, I don't think ever, and I don't know why, really. But when I I am feeling at my loneliest, it helps me to understand that I am not the only wounded person in this world, not by any means. Especially in the area of child loss, I understand and I know that there are thousands upon thousands of parents like myself who are suffering through the loss of a child. That made me think, well, if there are so many suffering, why am I feeling so alone? And that made me think, well, I'm not connected to anyone, not in a real sense. So I began looking through the daily newspaper at the obituaries. And I realized that every person that dies is a child of someone's. That person has left someone behind who is grieving. And quite often, people don't know what to say or what to do, and people are left feeling lonely and isolated, just how I was feeling or how you may be feeling today. So, whenever there was a child, particularly a younger child, a teenager, a person, in their mid 30s, 40s, I would sit down and write a personal note, maybe inside of a card. And often the obituaries give the address to that person, and I would address the card and just sign the card with my first name. I would explain that I'm a bereaved parent, that I understand the pain, and I understand this journey that they are now entering, and that I just wanted to offer my love and a bit of hope that they will make it through the days ahead. And I would mail that card. In fact, I still do that today. I still make it a point that very rarely does a week ever pass by when I don't at least send one or more cards to someone that I don't even know, that I'm just reaching out with someone to someone with a word of encouragement. I urge you to try that. Now, you might, balk at the idea and say, well, I'm in no frame of mind to do that. But I promise you, when you sit down and you reflect and you think, when I was at my worst, it helped me to know that others were thinking about me. And so, after a period of time passes, you're kind of forgotten. And especially, it's rare that people that don't really know you reach out and let you know that they're there, they're thinking of you, perhaps said a prayer for that person. So I urge you to do it. Send a card this week, a good old fashioned card of encouragement. Look through the obituaries, find someone that, maybe as you read the obituary, something strikes you and you think, I really feel I need to give this person just a little bit of encouragement today. I promise you, when you do that, your grief will feel diminished. You are actually taking steps forward in your healing when you help someone else, when you connect to another wounded person. We are all wounded. We need to connect with each other. Let's do something positive this week to do that. I promise you, you will feel better. You will feel encouraged. And tomorrow we'll start back into our series of complicated griefs. But for today, this is your encouraging word with another moment with Clara.